Okay, everyone, welcome back to another video. I haven't done one of these in probably 6 videos back or something like that, but I did one where we did the Fibonacci sequence. This one right here. If you want to look at all of these different problems and do some yourself, it is practicepython.org, but a couple of videos back I did the Fibonacci one, and it is 2 chili peppers, and I want to do a little harder one, and I clicked on this reverse word order. And today we're going to look at how we can solve this. So we are going to write a program using functions that ask the user for a long string containing multiple words, print back the same string to that user, except the words will be in backwards order. And they give you an example. It says, my name is Michelle, and then this is what the user would type in, and then it would print out Michelle is my name. So I don't really know if this is 3 chili pepper worthy. I don't think it's going to be too hard. You can do this probably multiple different ways, but what's really nice is they pretty much show you how you can solve it right below it, splitting strings. So, I mean, once you have that down, it's pretty much just that. Anyway, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and create a function that takes in the input from the user and then returns some kind of string, and then we'll print out that string. So I just printed hi there to make sure this is going to work if I hit play. I do that every time. I don't know why. There's no reason it shouldn't. I guess it's just one of my idiosyncrasies. But I tried to enlarge this. Hopefully you guys can see it a little better, and I'll enlarge this. But I think every time I play, it goes back to its normal font size. But anyway, here is our fresh Python file, and we're going ahead and start. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in my second monitor here. And if you don't have 2 monitors, I highly suggest you get 2. If you're on a laptop, it's a different story. Of course, you could buy a dock and then 2 monitors for your laptop and then some kind of dongle. If you have USB Type-C, you can have 2 different displays. But if you have a desktop, there's no reason you shouldn't have 2 monitors if you have the desk space, because it's life-changing. But anyway, let's go ahead and start our function. So what are we going to call this? Let's call this reverse word. And it's not going to take any parameters because I'm just going to ask the user his input in the definition itself and the function. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll name this string. No, we can't name it input. We'll name it user's input. I don't know. There's probably a better name, but it's going to equal input and then whatever we're going to ask. So please enter a string of words. And just to make sure this works, let's go ahead and print out user input, or user's input. So there's our definition so far, and I'm just going to test it. Of course, it's not done, because all it does is accept user input, but I want to just make sure that alone works. So we'll enlarge this. Please enter a string of words. Okay, this bothers me. I forget to do it every single time, but we're going to do \n. That will create a new line, so when we go to enter, now you can see I enter down here instead of right here by the prompt. So this is my name, and it prints out this is my name. Perfect. That's exactly what we would expect. So we're not actually required to do this, but I'm going to comment it out in case we need to test it in the future. So we ask for a string, and this gives us a string and puts it into user's input. And now we need to use that split to split up all of the different words in that string. And what split really does is it takes a string and it takes a parameter, and once it finds that parameter, it splits it up. And it's I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain, but maybe once you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. So let's do user's input dot split, and then we just enter a character that we want to use that it will split amongst. So if we just use a space, what it should do is it goes please, and it sees a space, so it splits it here. So please is split. It splits these two. It splits please and it splits this part so far. And then it'll continue, and it'll go, and it sees another space. So then it'll split this off from the rest, and just this. And it'll keep going. And then it'll be a, and then string, and then of, and then words. We probably don't need this space here. Of course, this isn't the user input. It's just me trying to give you an example if it were. So let's go ahead and let's set that equal to something. This is our word list. So what that actually does is creates a list of strings on the outside of that split character. And you'll see what I mean. Let's go ahead and print that out. Print out this word list. So let's run it. So let's enlarge this. And it says, please enter a string of words. I'm just going to do the same. It was my name. Same thing I did last time. And you can see now in this list it has the individual words. This is my name. And the way it did that is because I had a space here, I had a space here, and I had a space here, so it just split that up. If I had the character as a Y, it would have this part, and then it would have this part. But we didn't do that, we had a space. So it's perfect. It's exactly what we want. Now, all we really have to do is just print them out in the opposite order. So the way we can do that is let's have a count variable. Let's do word list dot, I don't know if it's, oh, it's just length. We'll use the length function of word list. And then that should be 4, right? Let's go ahead and print that out and make sure that's correct before we go any farther. This is my name. 4, perfect. And we'll just kind of iterate backwards. And there might be a better way, but I'm not going to use that way. So while count, let's see, is greater than or equal to 0. So we're going backwards, so I gotta think while count is greater than or equal to 0. So let's do this. So equals count minus 1. So count is giving us 4, but unfortunately 4 is too far out of our list, right? This is going to be index 0, 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to initially reduce it by 1, and then it'll start at 3, go down to 2, go down to 1, go down to 0, and then after 0, it'll stop. So let's go ahead and print word list of index count, and then count minus, minus. So that, what is that 0 doing? I keep forgetting you can't do that. Minus 1. There we go. So this should work theoretically. Let's go ahead and try it. This is my name. And then my name is this. Of course, it wants you to print it like so. And I had a video, I think it was 2 videos back, where I talked about how there's another parameter in the print function that you can use so it doesn't give you a new line. So if we just do end equals, and then a space, that should solve that issue. So this is my name. My name is this. Perfect. So there you go. That is how you can go ahead and solve that issue. How you can solve this problem. 3 chili peppers. Let me know if you think it's 3 chili pepper worthy. I think 4 is the top. I haven't seen a 5. We should try a 4. I think that'd be fun. A password generator. That sounds kind of cool. Decode a web page. That's kind of cool too. You just use, I looked at this before. You just kind of parse through, you use Beautiful Soup and requests, and you parse through the HTML. You can get different information. But yeah, that is how to solve this reverse word order problem. I'll probably do some more. and a couple videos in the future. So I hope you guys enjoy these. I enjoy doing them. It's kind of fun. But I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks again, as always, for watching, and take care.